chance for sunset, but there's an outside chance there may be one. Just almost to the right of the middle of the screen, you can see the sun behind the clouds. But I think there's going to be a chance. So I thought, while driving trying to find a spot, next to a church, and I'm in a city hall out in the middle of wherever I am, county roads, and I found a parking lot where I have a unimpeded line of view here. So let's give it a go and see what happens. All right, so we're going to set up shop. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Let's see how this works out. All right, cameras, where's everything at? All right, let's see if we can get it set up here. We might get lucky. We might not. Let's see what happens. We will see what happens here. Cord's coming out, all kinds of crap. Lost the sun now. No idea where it went. All right, we'll see how this goes. Is that on top? All right, neighborhood. Got a farm right in front of me. Cemetery behind me across the street. City Hall, which obviously is closed. Nice parking lot, and a church. That's it. Good company. Alright, we're ready for something, but I'm not sure what. Hey NPP, how are you? I'm looking for one too. We're kind of playing some odds. I was out running. We're waiting to see what's going on here. Sun is behind some clouds. I'm waiting to see if it's actually going to come down and give us some a shot at this thing. There's a real slim line, as you see. It's on the right-hand side of the light that you see right now. Hey, thanks, Rob. Oh, yeah, I was out for a little while here trying to spot to pull over. I thought I had a shot at a better sunset. I'm not sure. I think I have Renee's on it at the house right now, running on my laptop. So we'll see what happens. It's supposed to snow tonight, so I was hoping with moisture in the air we could time it and get some color, but just to give you color, it's not going to be a whole lot. So we'll see how it all plays out, I guess. What's going on your way? Oh yeah, I picked the right week not to be on the East Coast. I'm like missing the snow. If I had been there this week, I would have had cancellations left, right, and sideways. They had, depending where you were, they had anywhere between 4 and 8 inches of snow between Jersey, Long Island, and it's supposed to go went down as low as Maryland supposedly. More rain? Well, you've had quite a bit of rain moving in. Between last week when you got it and this week, I think it was last week. But it is February. It is, it is that time of year. Really, 4 days. Ay, ay, ay. That means this. What is that flying around? I hear it on. Okay, crow. Um, yeah, I'm heading east, so it should be pretty good. Oh yeah. So where are you gonna go find those? You're gonna go to Race Point? You're going down south more toward the city, or down toward Santa Cruz? Point Race. Okay, I was wondering. I'll tell you where a very cool place to go is. Although I used to go at night, I would go at sunset, and then I would go 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Is the Marin Headlands right over the behind the bridge. Drive up, go to the fort. I think we talked about that before. Yeah, that's a pretty short ride for you. So, I mean, relatively speaking, so that's cool. Boy, I could tell where the sun was before behind the clouds, but now I've completely lost where it went. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go. I got my other camera and a tripod. I'm gonna go set the video. Hang on. All right. We got video running on the other camera out there. Yeah, good thing I didn't plan a time lapse tonight. I would have been toast on that. Definitely cooling down too. Let's see what the temperature says on here. No temperature. Fine. Be that way. You know what? Did it freeze up? It's so hard to tell when you don't have cars going by like that one night where it froze up on the sunset. I was trying to see, does that look like it's, yeah, I think we're still, I think we're cool. Just waiting to see if anything is going to happen here. All right, don't be a smart aleck, NPP. But you know I had that, because I'm looking at it going, battery exhausted. Cold weather, batteries do not get along. Let me just refresh that. Where's my bag? All right, back in business, I think. Not by much though. Damn, both these batteries are toast. I must say. Well, this camera is going to be of almost no use to me, so. Well, there's the battery. I better get what I can with this one. I don't know. We'll see here. Not holding my breath. That's for sure. That's definitely it's definitely not frozen, so that's good. I might be by the time this is over. You know, starting the car up. Still don't know what the temperature is, but it's cold. Getting colder. This may have been a false alarm. I thought we might catch a larger break in the clouds coming. But it looks like it's off to the right. If you look at the, let's see, lower right, you can see that red down that way a little bit. That's where it's coming down at. So what's to the left, that orange spot, is reflective. I'm facing southwest right now. Yeah, just a sliver bomb. I think that's where it's at. For a while, you could actually see the sun faintly behind the clouds. You see this round circle. You can see it moving down, but it's tracking down and away. So I was hoping the clouds would give us a little break. But I'll tell you what, about an hour ago, there was a good shot for a decent sunset. The clouds were perfect, not too thick, and there was space. So I thought maybe. But you know what? If you don't come out and try, you never know what you're gonna get. I've missed more than I care to think about for that reason. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, a lot of birds flying about now. I was hoping that big spot of sky would get some color, but it's not yet. Pretty cool band though, depending on how you photograph that. It's kind of cool actually. That band to the left of the red, it's wider, and you've got the farm buildings below it. Looks like a streak in the sky. Come on, color. Where are you? Whew. patiently, somewhat, waiting. See if we could get some of that color we had to the right, to the left in that big wide band. It would look pretty cool, but nothing yet. This is kind of what it's looking like. Which kind of looks cool if you frame it right. I could put on gloves, but where's the fun on that? I'm going to walk around the front of the church. Keep watching, I'll be right back in a second. Let's see if I can get the church in the color here. You know what? It may not be down. Yes, okay. I think we may get a shot. It looks like it's getting brighter at the bottom of that red. Wait to see if it pops out. on sun, right. Let's just see what I know. Yep, let me just do a little more. Here we go. I'm waiting to see. It's got to be close because the birds are out and about now. Not going to be much, that's for sure. If it pops out of there, it's going to last maybe a minute if we get lucky. I probably should have gotten sunrise this morning. I was up. Man, it was wacky those colors. What's going on with that? Looks like it's coming through a little bit. That might be the reason for the color that I'm getting here. You know, I think that's going to be the extent of the show we're going to get tonight. Hey, Zach, how are you? I'm in Wisconsin, trying to warm up. Easier said than done. Yeah, that's pretty much, it hit that little opening and that was it. I was hoping this band to the left here would catch some color. It's got a little bit. Let's just back it up a little bit. Whew. And the clouds are moving in down there, so I think that's going to be what we get. It's not a horrible shot. I got a couple shots of that band earlier with the farms, so that was good. But that red is pretty much canceled Christmas on that. It's over. Yeah, the clouds, tell you what, the last hour and a half, there was enough break where I thought if it stayed like that until a little later, I'd get a break and I'd be able to get some movement with the clouds for a time lapse. But that was definitely out, and there wasn't enough break. So, oh well, what are you going to do? I wish I found another spot where I can sit for a sunset if I need a quiet spot and not get abused. Between this and the church that's right next to me on the left and across the street's the cemetery. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's better than not having any, that's for sure. I've had a couple nights where I've tried to check it out and there's been nothing. Absolutely nothing, so. This isn't the worst, that's for sure. You know, do a quick other video here. Alright, we came out to get a sunset. Not getting much of one. Little cloud action over there to the left. And alright, you can see just a tiny smidge of red. That's about what we had to see. A lot like fishing, you don't come out, you don't get anything. So we'll try again another night. Stay tuned. Well, yes, I can record a short while I'm doing a live. Of course I can. No snow here. There's snow coming tonight, but the weather people don't have a clue. It's between 0 and 6 inches. So translate that. Do you have a clue whether it's coming or not? But there is some moving in because it was snowing in South Dakota a couple hours ago. So it's on its way. No doubt. Now, whether it hits the southern part of the state or northern, we'll have to see what happens. It's always a good time. Exactly. You know me. That's why I carry the devices. No matter where I am, whatever I see, I'm recording, documenting. And I'm already getting ready to head back east on. Actually, now it looks like Monday instead of Sunday, which is good. There's a card show on Sunday, and I'm trying to see. All the tables are full because I said no to it. I thought I'd be gone. Now I'm not leaving till Monday, so I did put a note in so if someone cancels, let me know. I'll take a table. Cool and sunny. So define cool, Zach. Does that mean it's in the 50s? Low 50s? I know I used to live in California. People call me up. So how warm is it by you now? Or I'd be complaining about it's cold. And you go, what's it, 60? Yeah, okay. But actually, the winter here has been very tame this year, which I'm happy for. We only had those few days where it was like 25 below. So I'm not arguing. And I've been gone for some of it. I've missed, I missed the tornado last week. I'm just a couple miles east of where it touched down on Thursday when I was out east. Luckily, it missed me, so that was a good thing. 55, yeah, that's a nice day. At least you can plant. You can get your stuff in the greenhouse planted, so that's good. Yeah, it was a pretty good one, actually. Princess, it was actually on good when I was in not good. It took out a number of buildings. I don't think anybody got killed, so that was amazing, quite honestly. Um, and just a couple miles away here, as it tore through, it was on the ground for quite a ways. It was for a while, so it took out a lot of trees. Did take out some houses, roofs off some other houses. So there's plenty of damage. So they're working on getting that cleaned up, and there's power out, I know, to a few places. They're trying to get that squared away. So part of me is bummed that I wasn't here, so I couldn't go chase it. The thing is, it pretty much got too close to where if I was going to chase it and try to stay away from it, it was going to be tough to get because a lot of it was rain wrapped. And you can't see them when they're rain wrapped, and that's when they get dangerous. There's a tiny bit of red in the sky. Oh, I chase them once in a while, but I don't chase them as in get into them, if that makes any sense. Done that off and on since I was a kid. That was just a couple months ago. I mean, first you got to figure it out. Between tornadoes, earthquakes in California when I was there, you know, crazy. I was actually at the World Series game in '89 for the earthquake, so that was fun. You know what? I have to tell you, I kind of do too. Although, I mean, I guess I do prefer them because you're pretty much set up for it. You know, if you're setting up to prepare. So, but you know, uh, one of my colleagues who's a storm chaser, well known, I was watching him chase it. It just missed his house by I think about half a mile, literally. It was right down at the next intersection where the path came through, where it came through, and he was chasing it down toward my way. And I'm like, okay, no, it was Vince. If it was Reed, you could hear him from here. I could hear him from the East Coast screaming. You finally get those. Good. That's awesome that you finally get them. Yeah. He lives just down the road a little ways. If you go back and watch his stream from last Thursday, it's pretty crazy, especially considering how close it got to him. Well, he's Vince gets a little too close sometimes for my liking, but he's pretty careful. Yeah, I think it was last year where he started in the storm here. I was driving down the Mississippi, and he was driving through the blizzard we had here, and down in Illinois. I mean, all the semis are going off the road. It was glare ice, and 2 days later, I was mirroring the exact same path he went down to Indy, and those trucks were still off the road 2 days later. It was crazy. People just stop getting on the road when you have ice on the road. It's ridiculous. The other good princess to go check out is Pecos Hank. He's probably the premier one that I like because of the way he does his videos, and he tries not to get close. He's been pretty good, but he's gotten close a couple times, and even he admits a little too close. But if you haven't seen Pecos Hank, go check his channel out. Yeah, Zach, listen, you definitely. It's not something you want to like hope on yourself to come. It's okay when it's not near you, but when it's on you, it's a whole nother animal. Been there, done that. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you like how do I put it? I can't even explain Hank's channel. I'll see if I can put it. Try to get a link to you. Um, it's interesting because it's not storm chasing. It's storm chasing, but it's a whole different way that he does it because he's very knowledgeable, like Reed, um, and he's also a musician like me, which is pretty funny. Oh yeah, it's not like you're trying to dial up another one for this summer, right, Zuck? Once is enough. I'm gonna start the Chariot because I think get some heat in here. Really, it's 42 degrees. It's a cold 42 degrees, let me tell you. And we'll see if we see any color driving back. That little spot of color is long gone. But you'll get a kick out of this. I'm right across the street, literally, from the cemetery. Yeah, I grew up with them, so I kind of got. I mean, the first. No, I don't know if that was the first one I had. Nah, I remember having to get off the highway as a kid and having to get in a ditch outside of Minneapolis. Then we had one hit the house I lived in, but kind of hit across the street more than it hit us. And then we had our farm. We had one, but lucked out on that one too. So, anytime I hear those sirens go off, it's kind of like, all right. Oh yeah, cleanup happens forever. It's a lot like hurricanes. Same thing, different. I mean, I tell you, I had to go down to Pensacola right after Ivan hit. I was in the first plane in, and they're still cleaning up. There's still boats in the middle of forests that they're never going to take out. And now, how many years has that been? 10, 12, 14? I mean, those huge boats are still out there because you'd have to take them apart. They let them just sit out there to rot. And new rabbit houses. This is the road I came across. And let's do this. This will be on the other side. I can see it now. All right, let's go over here. Well, yes, I do own the whole road, by the way. Yeah, I just talked. It's funny you should say that because I just had a conference call with a potential client yesterday, and all their places are in, let's see if I get this right, Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Texas. I'm not sure how the Texas part happened, but it is. So I may end up in Texas from time to time for a client, which could be kind of fun. Especially since I'm already now 3 years late to be at Starbase doing photos. Yeah, sometimes that's the way you have to do it, especially depending on how big they are. Thank God for having a tractor to do it. I do miss having one once in a while for putting stuff away. Just can't run out and grab it. It's like, if I had that tractor, I could just tie it to the back, pull it. Gotta be careful on these back roads. Deer sightings and all that, especially at this time of night. Got a little bit of snow still hanging there. I'll be curious to see what happens tonight. Is my lights on? Yeah, they are. All right, cool. Pew deal. Oh yeah, Lake Superior. I haven't been up there in a long time. I was close to up there last year. Was it last year? I'm trying to think. Last time I was camping up that way. So that's about what we got out of that for sunset. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow morning. It could be interesting. It's a great lake. Well, the whole Great Lake chain is pretty incredible. People don't realize how big it is. I wouldn't want to put bubble bath in it, you know what I'm saying? Yield for trains. Always a good suggestion. Yeah, there is. And you know what's funny about that is that compared to some places, it's congested. If you talk about Dakotas, Nebraska, Wyoming in some spots. What is this, rush hour here? Yeah, check out the roads. You can see they've coated for the snow coming in. All those lines. So they've coated the roads already. So they're definitely either expecting something or they have stuff left over and they want to use it so they don't lose their funding. One of the two. Just kind of keeping an eye to my right for that streak in the sky to see if it changes the color. I don't see how it's gonna, but never say never, right? Keep watching to see just in case red pops up in there, because if it does, it's going to last like 3 minutes. I'm trying to figure out a process. I think I have it together for these road trips where I can have 2 or 3 cameras going at once, and I can just switch cameras. Get a controller. Use StreamYard, I guess. Do it that way, but you know, it's always a good idea to keep your eye on the road too. That's just a rumor I've heard. Alright, people, where are you going here? Oh, you're turning. Alright, I was wondering what's going on, man. There's a feed store there. Funny you should say that, Zach. That's just where I left from before heading out and doing the live. I stopped at a Walmart and I stopped at Target. Neither had 24 retail in at all. So I know the LCS has got it in yesterday, the day before. But retail, probably later in the week with the restock. But we're already at Thursday tomorrow, so hard to say. Alright, well, I think I'll end this stream. But we got it out there. We had a little bit of sun. Not a ton, but a little bit. So listen, have a great night. Zach, thanks so much. Princess, thanks so much. Have a good rest of the night. I'll probably go back and jump on a couple lives. No Series 1. Zippo, none. Bye, Princess. I'll see you in one of the streams this evening, I'm sure. No Series 1 in either Walmart or Target. Walmart hadn't been restocked at all. Thanks so much, Zach. I'll catch you on your stream tomorrow night. So we will catch up to you then. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.